Here with head coach Anna Nimz as the Lady Demons prepare for another pivotal game. Said that the last few times we've talked, but it is a big one on Wednesday. Unfortunately, it is at home against UIW. Benefit to having seen them just so short time ago in such a big game?
So obviously the scout's fresh. What the players were able to accomplish against us is fresh. Where we had success and where we had failures, so it's right there at the forefront of our minds. We're able to bring it back up, watch film, and I think it resonates a little better than when you go from the beginning of the season to the end of the season before you see another team or the team again. So, it's about focusing. I've said it all year. It's about focusing on us. It's about finding that consistency, whether it's in the last game or not. Last conference game, that'd be okay with me as long as we find it and then put together 40 minutes. It's that time of year that 30 is not going to cut it. And so we've just got to really inch a little closer to 40 minutes. And again, I think the ceiling's high for this team when they play 40 minutes of good basketball.
I mean, and it feels like that, knowing you, that has to be the number one sort of talking point, because there's a lot of scenarios out there. There's even, I'm going to call it a doomsday scenario where we actually don't make the tournament if things fall the way we don't want them to fall. But it has to remain about playing our best on Wednesday night.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not talking about the ifs, ands, or buts. We're just talking about Wednesday showing up, playing for 40, getting a quick start, and being relentless on the boards. And so that's our focus. There's a lot of stuff floating around. There's a lot of, if this team does this or this team does this, but I'd prefer to take our fate into our own hands and not worry about any situation or anybody else. So that's where we're at. We won't even be bringing it up to the players. So.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you win and you don't have to worry about any of that.
100%.
Yeah. UIW, like I said, it was a close game for probably about 35 minutes. That game on Saturday, last Thursday in San Antonio. So got to feel good that if you get just that little bit of extra, that it can come down to the final minutes, or maybe we're ahead at the end.
Yeah, I think they played a really good first quarter. I was just super proud of them. I think they were locked in. I think we lost a little focus second quarter defensively, but we're able to go into halftime tied up. But coming out of the gate, we gave up 6 points right from the jump. Now we scored 4 as well, but it's just a matter of us being able to, make sure we don't have those scoring droughts and make sure we capitalize on our defensive efforts collectively throughout the whole course of the game.
Yeah. Over the weekend, she didn't play on Thursday, but saw Jordan Todd, good minutes, a couple points, free throws, rebounds. How good is just to see her back out on the floor after all the recovery and stuff that she's gone through this year?
I mean, those 12 minutes, it was good to see her back out there. Obviously, she's been had her knee in a brace for 6 weeks, no touching the ground, to trying to get into rehab, and she's just worked really hard to put herself in a position to even get a couple minutes. And so I was happy to see her out there. Obviously, her healthy. It's a big impact. Her being healthy the whole year, I think, changes the course of the season to an extent. But just, I'm happy to see her. I'm happy to see her in a practice uniform. I'm happy to see her on the court. I'm happy to see her smile. Obviously, when kids go through injuries, no matter how much you try to make sure they still feel like part of the team, there's something to be said about sitting on the sidelines while everybody else is in their practice gear and on the court. And so I'm just happy to see her smile. I'm happy to see Maddie out of a boot and out of her sling and in a practice uniform. Is she going to play? No, but we're hitting the end of conference and we're finally back to whole. So that's a positive that we just got to take away. People are getting healthy.
And maybe in some ways can be a boost for the entire team to see the work that they've done to get back, and in a big game like this might be the little bit extra. Yeah,
obviously when you can add your starting post player or a player that was once our starting post player back into the mix, they all love her. I know that everybody would love to see 6'6", the amount of people that ask me when Maddie's going to play, but she's there and she's been a big presence for us and just an incredible teammate. But everybody that's been playing those minutes has done a good job, and I'm proud of Jazz for stepping into a really big role and doing a nice job for us and moving guards around to play the 5. But hopefully if we can get this win on Wednesday and extend it into that conference. Maybe we can get Jordan and Jazz back in there as their duo and put our guards back on the perimeter where they belong. But we'll see.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Fork 'em Demons.